take this again because I got ink on me and I do not know how. I really don't. But anyway, I'm gonna try this again. So I just want to drop in. I want to make a video about how I write, because I wanted to do something other than just like play music. And I don't know, start a little dialogue on here. So I decided that I should probably talk about how I write, because writing is obviously a big part of what I do with my music. So I'm going to talk about it. So I'm going to start with what I write with, and that would be my pens. I only use fountain pens because I just like it. I like feeling old-timey and like I'm writing with a feather quill or something without having to dip it every 10 seconds. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of talk about writing. So I'll introduce you to my pens. This first one, Conklin All-American. I don't know where the center is for you guys, sorry. Conklin All-American. I don't know what that finish is. It was a gift from my mom, so thanks, Mom. Got a Conklin Herringbone. Again, don't know what model. This was a gift from my wife's mom and stepdad. And then I feel like the one that everybody at some point has, the Lamy Safari in matte black. The number 2, my second favorite, Fountain Pen Revolution. I don't know any of these models, sorry, but this has the Ultraflex nib in it, and it's got that, I don't know what the word is, it calligraphic calligraphic vibe, whatever it is. But then we get to my number 1 spot. I'm trying to figure out where that ink came from. I have no idea. I smudged it all over my fucking journal. Excuse my language. But this one, to anybody that knows me, it's not a surprise why this is my favorite. This one is another Conklin All-American in gunmetal. Color is matte raven black. There's lore there I'll probably get into at some point. But yeah, that's what I write with. All of the Conklins have the Omniflex nibs. At first I wanted it to be a flex nib, and then I kind of just like how it wrote on a daily basis, and that's just what I use as my daily writer, because it's a steel nib, but it's a real soft one, so it gives kind of that gold nib feel to it. But with pens comes things to write on. So I keep a journal. I only ever use Rhodia paper. I have tried Tomoe River, just your basic copy paper, and some other ones, but my favorite one that I've landed on is Rhodia. The only other one that I like writing on, just because of the way it looks, is parchment paper, like the nice parchment paper that you get at Staples, and they're like $40 for, I don't know, 100 pages or something like that. But I use these to journal. I keep notes in here. I write my feelings down and all that good shit. I keep a notepad, with a couple notepads. This is a smaller one, blank page. Wow, I am just having such a hard time speaking English. Blank or plain pages, because I like to write letters to my wife on these. And yeah, that's why I like those. And then I have your standard 8.5 by like 11 1/4 pages. These ones, my journal, and then this one are both dot grid, because this would be really hard to write straight on. And the journals, I can't find at Barnes & Noble that are plain. So yeah. I do also use Leuchtturm though. Leuchtturm is good. The pages are just a little thin. But I guess I should talk about inks as well. Oh, you know what? That's where the ink came from. Just red ink on top of this thing for some reason. I thought I cleaned off of it, but it did not come off apparently. So anyway, I got a list here of inks. We'll do a little 1 through 5, a couple honorable mentions. So favorite inks, we'll start at 5. That one's going to be Noodler's Sequoia Green. My favorite color is green. And it's a real dark one. I don't really like light colored inks or less opaque inks. I like you to know that there's writing there. I don't want you to have to like look closely to know that I wrote on a page. Number 4 is by Jacques Herbin. I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna try. Busserier de Lune? I don't know. French people, or people that speak French. I don't know if there's even anybody watching this. Comment down below. Number 3 is Birmingham Pen Company's Cold Steel. It's a dark blue or a blue-black. It's just real dark ink that it's as dark as it is advertised. That's why I like it. I've used Noodler's Aircore Blue-Black, and that's more of just, it kind of feels like there's a blue undertone with black kind of painted over it. That's kind of what it looks like to me. So I don't really care for it too much. So yeah, I went with the Birmingham Pen Company's Cold Steel. My second favorite is, this is my second favorite because if all the colored inks were taken out of the world, this would be the one ink that I would want left with me. It would be Noodler's Black, because it's just classic black ink. It is super flowy, it is really dark, and it's a lot cheaper than Platinum's Chalcuro. And if you're an ink person, I guess you would probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm a musician, so I don't know if you're gonna get that one. But my number 1 is Andurilium Cuttlefish Brown, because it looks like I'm writing and it's just appearing as Leonardo da Vinci's journal. That's, to me, what it looks like. So that's why it's in my number 1. I love that. So honorable mentions, you gotta throw in a red in there. Oxblood by Diamine, and Moon Jellyfish by Birmingham Pen Company. I wanted to try a sheen, and I really like it. It's also a really dark blue. And all that good stuff. I do have a dream pen. I'm not done buying pens, unfortunately. My dream pen is gotta be the Waterman Karan. I feel like such a nerd talking about this. Seems so ridiculous that I'm sitting in front of a camera talking about pens and inks, dude. I'm a musician. What am I doing? But yeah. I guess I should probably talk also about why I write. And that's really kind of the crux of the video. Obviously I write music, I write lyrics, I also write poetry and all this stuff. I am writing 6 books, I think. But another reason is that I'm big into history, and I think it's really cool when I can read something that somebody 570 years ago, I can read what that person wrote and kind of know who they were. And so it kind of becomes about being able to leave something behind for future generations to, I don't know, dissect or whatever, learn about. Yeah, and that's kind of it. See you.